Didn't do as good of a job setting up as I thought, and we're 12 minutes late, but we're here. Nothing is ever bad. It's always working out in our favor, right? What do I always say? Watch. Here's how we do it. There we go. That should fix the lighting. We're bumming it on a Monday morning. I got a double shift tonight, midnight into the next day. So we're going something a little bit, but that's all right because we're still going to make it happen. Got this nice lighter here given to me by my brother, personalized. So we will light the cigar, the ceremonial cigar for the channel with that. Let me share this live out to a couple people I promised I would. Um, we'll do that. Then we'll jump right into the topic. As you could see by the name of the channel, or the name of the video, that's what our topic will be. What you seek, you will find. All right. Still here? I'm good, brother. How are you? It is the eve of my birth. So tomorrow I plan to try to go live again. You might be my dog, but you are one cool cat, my boy. We got some planning to do on some projects, Mr. Pirate. And I'm sorry I drank all the pirate water as well. But we know the name now. If anybody knows pirate water, there will be comedy videos with that. That's another thing that sparks up. Follow your passion too. It's a little bit off topic, but follow your passion. That whatever you have fun doing, keep doing it. So I went back into doing some comedy videos. Not the best, not top tier. I won't lie. I can't even manifest the way around those not being perfect. But guess what? We made them. Had fun making them. Now me and Pirate are gonna have to do some drinking with pirate water, and those will be the next videos. But on the manifesting topic, we're gonna let some people come in. Then we'll go from there. Then we'll light the cigar. But the main topic of today is what you seek, you will find. Good, bad, or indifferent. Great. I'm doing majority of robotic affirming. I am getting my two SPs no matter what. There we go. My man's up to two SPs. There we go. Well, you've been at it. Oh shit. Look at that. We're more professional too. Hopefully that didn't spike the mic. We're going to be here with some deep chats. What's up, Mr. Gary? Gary may be joining us in at the end because you can't split the screen unless it's from the beginning. So we're going to have to call him in at the end because he may be there on the birthday live. Pirate, if you are available as well, you could be here for an in-person one. But I am doing a double shift tonight. I have not manifested away from the 9 to 5 yet, but does that mean I'm not persisting in it? Of course I am. I'm seeking a way out, but I will do it in time. There's no hurry. When you put a hurry and a time crunch on something, could turn out well, could be something that backfires on you. That's the problem with the time crunches. That's been my issue with time crunches. Like I said, I'm 50-50 on time crunches. Sometimes they've worked out, sometimes they haven't. But it's never that I didn't get the manifestation that would come later. But it always happens on divine time, like Neville said. I guess if the divine time works, wow, it's giving myself a titty twister right there. If the divine time works, then it will go on the time crunch. Man, I'm struggling here. Do we have anybody who wants to be the costume and wardrobe so I'm not wearing my gym clothes? I'm trying to hook a mic to it. I'm in Amman, satin Arabic food and getting a shisha. Can't speak today, Gary. That's not you, that's me. Just got over the flight. Plan for my flight back to the UK this evening. This evening. You're eating or going in the evening. Anyway, let's get into the topic about. It looks like we got a good amount of people. But hold on, we need to cut the cigar because I didn't prepare. Isn't this cool though? I could walk away, and you guys could still hear what I'm saying. Anyone who watches this channel, you are greatly appreciated because we go at this half cocked all the time, but it still turns out the way we want it to. We are going to be real, live, and authentic. I would jump right into the topics all the time, but it's not going to happen because, hold on, back it up. I don't jump into the topics right away because I want to give time for everyone to get here, and I hate repeating myself, but I repeat myself anyway in the middle. So it is not, it is what I make it, and I make it fun. Not it is what it is. Fuck that weak ass saying. Okay. The ceremonial rotten cigar has been cut. We can now begin. All right. So, what you seek, good, bad, and indifferent, will always be brought to you. What you seek is seeking you. One of my affirmations for an affirmation rampage was, I guess it was my robotic affirming and affirmation rampages was, I desire SP, so SP desires me. So what you are seeking is seeking you. This is the law of assumption. That is what it is, and it is what you make it. So if you believe something is happening, it is happening. Whatever you assume to be true is. Now you have to watch how you're assuming it. If you're assuming from a negative point of view, then you will be getting negative. I know this is like very cliche and it sounds like, oh, he's just saying the obvious. Sometimes I think we need to go over the obvious because so many of us, especially clients I've had and worked with, it's like they get their SP, they get the results, they get what they're looking for, and the next thing you know, they lose it. And then through their little messages and updates to me, what I'm hearing is, well, they did this, they did that. So before, where you were looking for the best of every situation, you're now looking for the worst. It's like, no, this can't be right. They're not responding to the text message versus before. It's like before they would not be responding to the text message, you would be like, no, they're not responding because they're busy or they're left what do you call it? They're left speechless because the fact that I text them and you're coming from this high self concept, high value place because you believe that's what the situation is, that's what it is. You start assuming they're not answering because they're cheating or blah blah blah, whatever it is, whatever negative thing it is. That's where then that stuff will start to play out in the back. And I'm telling you this because I've been a guilty motherfucker of it. Hey, what's up, beautiful queen? How you doing, Inked? Huh? I'm not going to say who, but there are people that I've worked with that will need to see this, and it'll be very important for them because stop seeking what isn't there. I've had not just one person, not just two, probably four in the past couple weeks had these amazing results, and then all of a sudden they started looking for the worst possible situations. It's like, no, this isn't happening. I'm being ignored. No, no. Well, hold on. Wait. Well, how did you change things around before? No, because I got everything I want and I'm going to lose it. If you're coming from that mentality, that's a lack mentality and that's a low self concept because you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe you're worthy of what you had. And then guess what? You lose it. And I'm telling you this because I'm the one who's been there and lost it. I'm telling you this now because I'm seeing it with clients. They didn't learn from my lesson. And some of them have been very intimate with my lesson and seeing one on one watching me spiral out of control. So, to the people who are watching, who you know who you are, kick your butt into shape. Stop letting, there you go. Let's just stop letting outside circumstances dictate it because if you're looking for them, you will find them. Whatever you seek, you will find. What you desire desires you. So even if you desire something bad, it desires you. So watch what you're desiring. Gary, when you get to Chicago, we're gonna have some cigars and film some cool cinematic things like I sent you. The affirmation I liked, I feel fully acknowledged my SP in all conversations. There you go. It's whatever one works for you too. I mean, there's no right or wrong affirmations because they're all personalized towards you. They're all what you feel about yourself and the situation. And everyone's are a little bit different. Like I still plan to make that SP affirmation thing. Maybe I'll make it right after this. If we finish up on time, maybe that will be my birthday gift for myself to you guys. Because I've been talking about it for months and haven't done it. We'll talk about some success stories too. Um, Once again, we don't make mistakes, but there's no ashtray here. But we'll get to that in a second. I think this is, even though it's rotted, it still seems good enough to last a little bit. All right. So I put down some notes. Tried to keep us a little bit on point today. Yes, sir. I bought loads of cigars back from Hong Kong, ready for tomorrow's round table. There we go. Yes, and we will have a round table tomorrow. Me and Gary for sure. It was discussed with Ink, but she won't be able to make it tomorrow, so that will be a no. Um, Waiting to hear back from a large YouTuber who did message me back after many months, and I completely forgot about it. That's why the thing is, don't get discouraged by anything. Whenever something doesn't happen to me, it's not that I'm freaking out. A larger YouTuber messaged me to do a live together, was down for it. I sent the channel, I said, just let me know. Got left unseen. At first, your first thought is I'm not infallible. Like I'm gonna be like everybody else. Like, oh, what the fuck? Like, hold on, that sucks, man. I would have really liked to work together. But then I seen Left on Scene change the story about, oh no, just watching all my videos. It's been like a week, whatever. It was from the last live. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I accept all possible realities. It was not really something I was expecting, but it was a nice little surprise. But I get unwavered by it, and if I choose to dial into that, which I might, just as like a nice little success story, I think that would be cool. Yeah, that would be a really cool one because I told you who it was, and you too. But I thought about it. I was like, oh, I'll just message back and be like, oh, did you see it? No, no. My self concept is not at that level. I thought, tomorrow might be a good one because we're doing the round table. Part of me, I'm debating, like, I don't want to chase nobody, but debating, hey, look, we're doing a round table tomorrow, me and my guy. If you're down, you're more than welcome. Won't be that professional, but hey, we're here and the content is what's important. Whoever agrees to come on the round table will get a seat in the picture with me and Nick. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, right now it's a round table with two, but it's got room for more. So we got a couple people who might be on there. Worst case, just me and Gary, but you guys seem to like that last time. Anyway, back on the topic, I'd say so we can create something out of nothing by making it negative or positive. All right, hold on, wait. My notes are ass, and just so you know, I love writing in cursive, but my cursive is ass. Negative affirmation. So we create something out of nothing. Stop making it negative. That was just me not being able to read. So many of us, we get what we want, but then we start looking for the worst. It's like, okay, you got SP, you're out on a date. SP does one thing you don't really like, and now it's like, yeah, I knew it. I was just waiting for that. I was waiting for you to slip up. I knew you haven't changed. Why? Because you don't believe that there's a change. You don't believe you manifested anything. You don't believe in yourself. You don't believe in your ability to manifest. You don't believe that any of this could have been possible. So you're looking for a flaw. You will find a flaw. But when you wanted to manifest your SP, when you wanted to manifest money, when you wanted to manifest something, you looked for all the little signs to get you there. You turn nothing into signs. Remember that. Remember what I used to say. Oh, the grass is green, the sky is blue. That's a sign SP loves me. Oh, that's a sign that I'm getting all the money. That's a sign everything's working out in my favor. Oh, angel numbers. I know they don't mean dick, but guess what? They mean something today. You turned everything into a sign to be working out for your favor. Now all of a sudden you have that, you have the manifestation, but you're looking for why it shouldn't be there. You're looking for why it didn't work out. Why do you want it not to work out? Because deep down there is a self-concept issue that no matter what you're saying or thinking on the outside, you're looking for you don't deserve this. When you fucking deserve everything, that's why you have to fucking put your mentality to that level. That I am worthy. I do deserve. So many of us come from a place of being it's like less than humble. Humble means you can accept good things. Like somebody offered me a really nice gift the other day for a coaching session, and I told him, you don't have to. If you want to, you're more than welcome to. Versus where we say, oh, somebody wants to pay you for your service or something, you did them a favor, and it's like, no, it's okay. I don't, because you don't think you deserve it. Okay, if somebody says that, and here's how you combat it, it's like, okay, cool, I accept, but only if you really want to. And if it's really genuine, that person will want to give you something. So, but you believe in your heart that you are humble, confident, but not cocky and arrogant. That's the difference. Cocky and arrogant goes, yeah, I know it. Yeah, thanks. Send it over here. Hey, Courtney, how you doing? Let me get an ashtray in a second. But yeah, so stop turning all of the positives that you're getting into negatives. So many of us, it's like things are working out, things are working out, things are working out. No, 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 they can't be working out. Fuck this shit. No, they're waiting to slip up, or this money is going to go away. And guess what? The money goes away, the SP goes away, all of it goes away if you can't hold your mental picture of it. And it's very easy to hold. It's not supposed to be a constant battle, 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 battle. It's supposed to be I'm holding the mental picture because I believe it's possible, because I believe I deserve this. Trust me, I'm telling you from the guy who didn't believe he deserved it and didn't realize what that block was, didn't realize why things kept getting pulled out from underneath me. It was because I didn't feel worthy of it. He's kind of a loner, but you can always ask. Sorry about tomorrow. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, you were talking about the other YouTuber, right? Yeah. Yeah, Preach brother. Let me get that ashtray real quick. I'll be right back. But I could still talk to you guys because I have this nice microphone. I got a piece of Mystic merch paper stuck to my foot. But that way I can entertain you guys while I walk into another room. Trust me, there's a funny video about testing out this audio quality. Why did I come in this room? Oh, an ashtray. That's right. I'm about to fall. If you notice, we're not in the studio because the studio has been ruined. I am working on the comedy channel again, which would mean that prop closet that was ready to bust at all moments uh, finally busted all over me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm back. That didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. Did you guys hear any of that? It shows up when you show up. Yep. Whatever you seek is seeking you. Let me see. Oh, and then here's the thing too. This kind of goes hand in hand with it. Stories turn around overnight. Stories turn around overnight for good, bad, or indifferent, whatever it is. I said all of it. Um, Stories will turn around for good, bad, or whatever. So think about it. You're trying to manifest something. You're flipping the story, a mental diet. You're on your shit. You're on your shit. Good signs, good signs, good signs. And this is where I get a lot of repeat clients, and I'll try to talk them out of it before. But it's like if they really, really need it, okay, we'll do the session then, because sometimes you need to snap someone into mental shape because they're looking for the worst. So it's like okay, um, the stories can turn around really quick. Sometimes they're taking a long time, but you flip it. Mental diet, mental diet. You're good, you're good, you're good. You're seeing small signs of good, but then two things could happen. One, it's not good enough. This isn't what I wanted. That's not my manifestation. Fuck this. It's fake. And I'm telling you this because I've been this guy. You're mad at it. It doesn't turn out the way you want, blah, blah, blah. So now you're looking for the worst. It's like, yeah, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting because I know it's going to go bad. Now you're getting more bad. And then you come to me and say, why is it turning bad? And I say, well, what are you thinking about? And then you say, well, they were doing this and now they're doing this. Well, what'd you think when they were doing that? I thought they were going to fuck me over and then it's going to wind up like this. And then what happened? Well, they fucked me over and I wound up like, okay, can we break it down? Now, Ink knows because Ink was with me on my journey when that stuff happened with me. Because I've known Ink longer than anybody on here, and she's seen me go through all that. So the point of it is, whatever you seek, you will find, and stories could turn around. I've had a client the other day. He was saying he had no movement, things aren't going good, but I was seeing little movement. I got him to start seeing a little movement, but then he felt like he stagnated. I'm like, okay, well, sure, you want to do a session? All right, cool. We'll book a session. We'll do it. We have a really good talk. We had a we had a good session. He's positive on the way out. I'm like, I already know this girl's gonna reach out to him. I already know things are going good. Well, I love you too, Ink. You didn't have to send me nothing. You're amazing too. You don't gotta send me no money. I appreciate you though. That's my birthday gift, I guess. And guess what? Your birthday chain that you got me last year with the wolf on it, I still have it. It's over there. When I was cleaning out the prop closet, I attached it to one of the guns for the Mystic movie, where I'll be fighting demons with it, and it was gonna be a close up of the pendant swinging on the gun, and I thought that would be really cool as a tribute to you. So thank you. I appreciate you. Let me see. Can I like that? There, I like that. I hearted it. But what's it called? So anyway, um, yeah, this guy texted me the next morning, and I knew he was gonna text. I just had that feeling. Like I said, I tried to get into the feeling state for everyone who I work with as a session. At the end of the day, it's to the degree that you are self-persuaded. Neville could visualize all he wanted for people. I could visualize all I wanted, and yes, well, we're good, and we will experience it in our reality or start to see the good things. Sometimes people are not seeing it in their own realities because they don't believe it for themselves. Anyway, I work them up into a peak state. I get to a peak state for them. I'm like, this guy's gonna message me in the morning. And I had a talk with another client earlier in the day too. She was going through the same thing. Both of them, it looked like everything was working out in their place, in their favor, but they felt it wasn't. I seen it, but they didn't see it. And then I reminded them that it is. Both of them messaged me the next day that both SPs are in contact with them again after like over a week or two of like no contact and spotty hot and cold. So on a dime, it flipped like that. Vice versa, I've had people come to me and they're spiraling down, spiraling down. We have the hour sessions, like trying to build them up, build them up. They're good, they're good. And then the next day, they're like, Oh, you know what? I still don't feel like it's working. I get little messages or updates, or they do another session and they keep coming back at the same session. I'm trying to build them up, and they're just trying to tear down everything I teach them. It's like, just a heads up. If you buy a session, you're wasting your money if you're going to tear down all the positive things I'm telling you. Just a heads up. But they're like, no, this ain't going to work. This ain't going to work. Are you sure? Or sometimes they're telling me they get what I'm saying. It's one thing to say that you say that believe what I'm saying. There's another thing to say that you're applying the teachings. There's another thing to say that you're doing what you're supposed to do. And but saying that you believe all this is working out in your favor, and then actually feeling it and believing it and getting it. So many people, they'll be like, yeah, you know what, my SP's obsessed with me. There's like, this is affirmations, I granted at the moment are not true, but a lie repeated enough times becomes truth in your mind. You're changing your subconscious beliefs on something. Well, so many people, they will go months and sometimes years just trying to convince me that they deserve their SP or their money or their success. You don't need to convince me. You don't need to convince anybody in the chat. You don't need to convince anybody but you. Those affirmations are for you. Those affirmations and visualizations, all that stuff is for you and nobody else. So let's see. It shows up when you show up. Okay, I saw that one. I saw you took video notes. So proud of you. Oh, yes, yes, I did take notes today. Dude, we spark up my shisha. I will let you know. Oh, I'm going to spark up my shisha. I will let you know. You can call whenever. Sounds good, brother. Oh, yeah, you and Ink heard all of my sayings when I went in the other room. Yeah, we all heard that. So, which other manifestation people on YouTube do you do you want to interview or collab with? Just curious. Well, there's a couple. I've reached out to a lot of coaches. Not in months. In the summertime, I was doing a lot. Summertime, I was rebuilding my own self concept after going through some bad events. Um, one of those coaches I reached out to got back to me. Ava came back on for a while. I would love to work with Ava. Um, I haven't watched her channel in a while. She, what do you call it? She never got back to my message. Akshay, Manifesting Monster. I would like to work with him. I actually reached out to him back when I first started, and he kind of shut the door on me, and boom, my success came shortly after because I had to figure it out myself. It's a thing where it's like, okay, you can go to the coach, but is the coach going to get you your manifestation? No, it's you. Kind of proved it to me that you have to do it. This is your journey. So I would like to work with the two of them. I love Tom Kieran, Kim Velez. Um, I would like to work with Bia again if she could appear on camera. I mean, we had the one where we talked, messaged her the other day. I would work with Tone again. Haven't talked to him in a while. Should probably send him a message. Um, yeah, there's there's a few I'm probably not naming, but those are the big ones. Babe, I just had some crazy stuff happen. We gotta do a round table of detachment. Detachment is important, yeah. So we could try to set that up too. Try to have a topic on all the round tables too that could be beneficial. Like today's topic is what you seek is seeking you. Hey, yeah, Gary. Hey, Gary's like, no disclosure on names. Yeah, I'm not going to disclose who the bigger YouTuber was that messaged me, but I'm not going. I didn't name that YouTuber actually. Um, well, someone who I messaged back in August and then got a message back the other day, and I thought that would be really cool to work with that person because that was somebody who, when people didn't even know that much about manifesting that I talked to, knew his name. Back when I first started coaching and back when I was still learning, people knew his name when I was talking about manifesting, which is what I admire about him. I've kind of already, maybe I gave it away a little bit because there's not many male coaches. But I'm not saying name. Boy, this cigar is rotten. Gary, bring me some better ones from Hong Kong. Happy birthday. It's your return of the Saturn. Oh, yes. Yes, we're on. I don't know much about the astrology, but you specialize in it. And yeah, my birthday will be tonight and midnight, and I will be at my job. I fucking volunteered for an overtime, but bringing in the new time with abundance. Actually, I will be making a nice overtime check on my birthday. We were just talking about this. Your situation isn't special. Persist, persist, persist. Yes, we were. Everybody thinks it's special. Even I thought mine would. No, you would never manifest back 5 times. How do you do 5 times? Well, we've done like 6 or 7 at this point. Same person, every situation, other than long distance is the only one. It almost went long distance, but I caught the uh, the thoughts before. But I had a SP situation with another SP. It went long distance and stopped that. Awesome lifts of coaches. Thank you for sharing. Oh boy, I think I can guess who this YouTuber. Yeah, nobody guessed because I'll probably make a face or something and give it away. But yeah, I just haven't heard back from that particular YouTuber yet. But like I said, I don't freak out on stuff anymore. I used to be like, oh, this didn't work out the way I wanted. No, because what is the affirmation? I don't have the hat on. I was gonna wear the hat, but one of the all the Mystic merches is you can't fuck this up. And then another thing I'm starting to put on the clothes too. I'm working through. I want it to be good before I start selling the clothes. So instead of people just donating like how Ink did, I appreciate it. But Ink, I'm gonna send you another hat too, uh, or a hoodie or something. Uh, what's it called? Um, I always think, how is this working out in my favor? I get sick, I get injured, I don't hear back from somebody, a business deal falls through, something doesn't work out, a promise gets broken. It doesn't freak me out anymore. It might be a little disheartening at first, but it's like the next thought is, how is this working out in my favor? Somehow it's working out in my favor. Perhaps the whole thing was just for me to just an example of how it will change a bridge of events. Perhaps it was just for me to get so hyped up that I excitedly talk about it, and then another bigger YouTuber is watching and says, "Oh yeah, this guy is cool. I would like to work with him." Or that same one sees it, or whatever, and then we do a collab. So I don't look for, and then it will be revealed on that it happened in a normal, natural way, that they just didn't see the message or whatever. Because I've done that before. I've left people on scene and never responded to them and thinking I did. I think we've all done that. Something that happens all the time. So it's your rebirth. Everything changes. Well, it's time for the next level. I get that same one's enough keep me going before the next trip. No name dropping or Nick hits a slap on the wrist. You guys have to keep tuning it. Yeah. sometimes sometimes you see no movement, but there is always movement. Thank you, Ink. That let that let the need go and just test the law, even with big manifestations. Dude, I still have your shirt. I need to send it to you. My kids yelled at me. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you did buy me a shirt for my birthday last year, but I know you got me the chain too. I'll pull it out in a second. It's sitting over there on the couch. Um, but yeah, I appreciate it. I don't have to send you something too, but I'm waiting on more of the merch to come in. Um, I'm testing it. Like I said, they sent me a product that I thought was shit, and I told them that you need to guarantee me it's not going to happen to my Mystic Manifesting family. And if it does, then that's it. That's the end of this relationship. Look at that self concept versus being pushed around before. I used Neville at the gym this past week, brother. Big gains. There you go. I remember one time I was spiraling and there was this shit with like no contact with SP, and I was like listening to like just depressing shit and like the Punisher tributes and movie tributes of like sad characters who are just fighting and they're strong anyway, but they've lost something. The subtle subcontext, subconscious thought is they've lost. And now they have to suffer. I switched it to a Neville speech. I'm just listening to Neville, and I switched it to cardio. I was having a panic attack, but now I'm finishing my gym workout. I'm doing it. I was going to go look at houses later on that day. SP messages me. She goes, "Where's the house you're looking at?" I'm like, "You really want to go?" "Yeah, I want to go. Take me to the house." And then we go to the house. Then my family shows up and surprises. Then my SP met my family. So that was a crazy success story too, and that was not planned. And then again, I just wrote this note: nothing is impossible. I love what Greg Plitt always used to say: not even impossible is impossible. It's spelled I'm possible. And what is I'm? I'm is the what's that conjunction of I am. So I am possible. Anything is possible because I am. I am who I am. So just take that as a little positive note. And then this is something interesting. I talked about it in the live when I was outside and when I was outside at the park the one day, and it was hard to hear me because there was no mic or nothing. And I think that maybe the positive to that negative was that I felt worthy to repeat again in a better environment with a nice mic'd up session and some birds chirping. So the nature's right there still, but we got the microphone so I could relay the message properly to you guys. And that message is, what do you really want? Now, I want you guys to think about this. What do we really want in life? And it could be that you really want your SP, you really want this amount of money, or you really want to be famous, or you really want these certain things. But why do you want them? Now, this is like a deep thinking philosophy shit. And I learned this from Mike Mentzer, who was a bodybuilder back in like the 80s. And I listened to one of his speeches, and he talked about, why do you want to bodybuild? So it's like, yeah, you want muscles, you want to be great, you want to win the show, but underneath it, it's a sense of accomplishment. You want to feel that you have achieved something, and the muscles are the trophy for the achievement, or the trophy at the Mr. Olympia was the the trophy that shows that, okay, you're successful now because you have this trophy, because you have these muscles. But really, it's cliche, but the journey was what you were looking for. The sense of accomplishment is what you were looking for. So when you began your journey, what were you looking for? Usually, I'll tell you this on the SP1, you're looking for some kind of validation. So you need to validate yourself before you let somebody else validate you, because people will appear and treat you the way that you expect to be treated. You want you want people to admire your looks. Well, you have to start admiring your looks, putting in the work, going to the gym, and then just loving yourself. You want to have more money, be grateful for the money you have. Start seeing and looking and thinking of other opportunities to make more money. You want to be famous, start carrying yourself as if you were famous and feeling that. At the end of the day, we're chasing feelings. So when we stop chasing and start having, then we already have it and it comes to us. So when you really break it down to the core, you want the SP, but you really want love. That's why so many people, they will say, I'm just getting a new SP because it's easier. And I always say there's nothing right or wrong with choosing a new SP versus your old one, or choosing your old one again. At the end, it doesn't matter. Other people are just reflecting your own thoughts. And the reason why it might be easier with a new SP is because there's less resistance to it. And it's not the wrong answer. And the old one is not the wrong answer. There is no wrong answer. The only wrong answer is not validating yourself and feeling loved in yourself, because that's the accomplishment. That's what you're chasing. And, at the end of the day, even on the times where I would manifest SP, and I've talked about this probably in older videos that you could see when you guys watched my journey, um, you would see it's like, okay, I got it, but I don't really know if this is what I want. Even sometimes it's like, you'll sit there and be like, oh, is this really what I want? Because it feels like something's missing. And the reason why it feels like something's missing is because the SP wasn't the goal. Doesn't mean you have to leave SP, doesn't mean you have to break up with them, or you get a bunch more money, or like I wound up getting a good job, and it's like, oh wow, I got all this money now, but I still feel empty, because the money is not not the thing that makes you happy. The SP is not what makes you happy. Yes, on the surface you're happy, but and then you might coast through it for a while and not notice. But then sometimes you start feeling something like, oh, I'm missing something. What are you missing? You're missing your own validation. So you could have, that's why I say, without self concept, you could still manifest. You don't need inner child work. You don't need to go dig up your past like all these therapists, like, oh, go in your past and fucking dig up all these painful memories. If you've buried them, then they don't exist anymore. You've conquered that. You don't need to. And I've talked to someone who was going to therapy and stuff like that. They did all this inner child work, and now they're not saying they're fucked up, but like it fucked them up for a while. And then it took me going through some manifesting teaching and some religious stuff, and going through there, and then their mindset is slowly being rebuilt back to where it was. But therapists will go and fucking pull up that fucking painful shit, and it's like it happened with me too. So it's like that's why I've got my own little bit of beef with them. Not all of them are bad, but the ones I've dealt with and the ones that this person dealt with were not the best. There's good ones out there, and it's like there's always a bridge between spirituality and all this stuff. But like I said, I'm not a guru spiritualist. I'm not a guru therapist. I'm not a preacher, pastor, none of that. I'm just a guy like everybody else trying to figure this shit out in life. And from what I've figured out, it's like you're chasing something underneath. There's um, a feeling that you're chasing. When you stop chasing it and start feeling it and treating yourself the way you want to be treated, other people show up in that way. Let's see. Yep, I was weak as a kitten from being sick, kept staring at all the weights from my very slow treadmill. By the end of the week, I was lifting and made new lifting friends. Hell, of over 9,000. There you go. And like the gym is a very fun, positive environment, especially if you're feeling lonely and stuff like that. Everybody in there, it's not a negative assumption. It's just something I've seen. Everyone in there is battling something, and I'll tell you that from myself, being a gym guy, from people I've met in there. Everyone's going through something in there, and at the end, nobody wants to tear anyone down. Are there people like that there? Yeah, they're fucking beat off losers there who will be like, I'm better than this guy, and making fun of people. Like I always fucking hated people like that. I used to hang around with a guy like that. It's a fucking jerk off. And guess what? He's a fucking loser now. So don't let anybody else's. We'll talk about this too. A little side note, Gary. We'll talk about stuff we did in the gym that will help with like H was saying he was self conscious about um, going to the gym and what people will think. Well, me and Gary just did some crazy gym things on our own that might make regular people stare. But do we give a fuck? No, we don't, because we're happy with ourselves. I'm a B and my SP is going to feel everything I did. There you go. Ill therapist. Yeah, there are amazing therapists that use Neville. Exactly. I think I know a therapist that uses Neville. Maybe from Zenobi Consulting uses Neville. Yeah, but I always agreed with that camp that you don't need to do the inner child work, and it's just, or the shadow work. You can, and it can be helpful, but in your own time. You don't. If someone is not comfortable bringing something up, and the therapist thinks, no, this is what I have to do, and they keep digging at it, like I've seen it fuck up somebody close to me, and it pissed me off because I don't have a degree in any of this shit. I just am someone who's read all the ancient texts and the science books and the other stuff like that. And you don't put someone in an uncomfortable position unless you absolutely have to. It's something in the gym. As a personal trainer, you're pushing to limits and uncomfortable things. But in that realm, no. Let them come to it at their own time. Yeah, who's that? I heard she's awesome. Yeah, she's pretty awesome. There we go, sparking up the shisha. Um, okay, now, what was the next thing we were going to say? I just touched on it and I forgot it already. Yes, do the work on your own. It's not meant for 50-minute office visit with very bad lighting. Yeah, and it's always fucking bad lighting in those places too. Um, so yeah. Anyways, just what do you really want? That's what the whole thing breaks down to. Giving yourself the feeling that you really want to feel. Um, and then that kind of goes with, where are your thoughts? Are your thoughts predominantly in searching for lack, limitation, this stuff not working, disproving it? Like, where are your thoughts? Are they looking at that? Or are they looking for, everything is working out in my favor? I can't fuck this up. There's no movement, but there's movement in the background. If your thoughts are there, that things are always working out in the background and that everything's working out in my favor and I got this, then you don't need to worry about anything else because it's all working out. That you could trust it. Um, and why do circumstances not matter? They only matter when you're putting limits and weight to those circumstances. The circumstances don't matter if you don't put weight on them. They're just circumstances. Like, for example, you go to the gym and the machine you want is taken and it finally frees up and then somebody else takes it and then you're like, man, I'm never going to get that machine. Well, that one machine, even if it's not a popular machine, is going to keep getting circulated but everyone before you, and you're not going to be able to get there in time. But if you put, nah, it's okay because I could do this or that or this, and you kind of free up your mind, you relax, and you say, I'm still going to get my workout done no matter what, whether I have that machine or not, I'm going to get it done. And then maybe you're doing it and you're thinking, man, now it'd be nice if I had that workout. I could do that leg machine or that bench press or whatever. And then somehow it always opens up and then nobody's fucking touching it and you go take it and then nobody's on it. So this is like kind of a little example right there, but it's like, okay, cool, that is working out in your favor. So you're just looking for a way to do that. Oh, and then this is something else I already talked on too a little bit. Are you just speaking or are you feeling and believing? Feeling and believing are different than speaking. Yes, it might start out as just a speech and robotic affirming and just throwing things out there, just saying them, and they might feel unbelievable. But the more you stick to it and the more you push yourself, the more you'll be able to feel it and believe it and get to that feeling. And the feeling is the underlying part that I kept talking about. So, oh, I remember the thing we were going to talk about. So anyway, yeah, and then that goes to Neville's thing: be doers, not just hearers, which is a Bible quote that Neville used to say. Are you applying and doing, or are you just hearing and saying and not believing it? So, um, and it died. Okay, so we'll talk about real quick about the stuff in the gym. Now, mine's not as intense as Gary's, but we'll pull Gary up right now. Gary, I'm going to pull you up on the laptop with a Google Meet, and we'll have you here on the side. And then we'll turn the camera a little. Okay. All right, the laptop might be frozen, but everything's working out in our favor. Setting up your MacBook with like no storage or memory left on it because I got a million pictures. All right. Oh Lord. Oh wait, did it log me out? Ah shit, they don't have it logged in. We're working on it. We're working on it. Can I do revision with SP and past memories that are just horrible? Yeah, a little mixer. You could do whatever technique feels best to you. Like I said the other day on the other stream, when I've used revision, I haven't seen, this is my own personal experience. I'm saying there's people who have done better. Like revision is the one topic I don't touch on much because it's very difficult for me. I feel it's hard to teach. It is one where it's like almost like time crunching, where if it doesn't work out the right way, it's susceptible to make you freak out a little bit. But in my experience with revision, um, I have had success, but it doesn't come in the way you think. I put the wrong password, but it doesn't come in the way that you think. Sometimes it will be undone, but those memories will still be there. Like for me, there are still bad memories in my relationship with SP, ones that hurt a lot, and ones that I sometimes will still have to do mental battle with or go back and revise again. But in my current reality, it is if they never exist. SP doesn't bring them up. We don't encounter anything that triggers those memories, but it comes from my own within and my own lack of making peace with it. So that would be something where when you're comfortable with it, you could go back and make peace with it. Yeah, exactly. Like Courtney said, for you to drop your emotional resistance towards it, it's not for you to actually change them. But they can change. That's the thing too. They can change. And they have. And I mean, I look at my situation. That this person I'm with is not the person that you guys had seen me go through my rough stuff with. It's a different person almost. But it happened in a normal, natural way. It's not like, oh, I pulled somebody out of the ether who looks and acts and sounds just like her. And Gary, I see your message when I'm logged out of my Gmail, so I'm gonna get my passwords over here. I got so many passwords to remember. Um, so yes, you will experience the best version of them. Just like with anybody in your life, you will experience the best version of them. Tony T, what's up, my guy? Revision is great, but it takes a lot of practice. Exactly. It does take a lot of practice and you can't beat yourself up over it. All right. Let me Passwords are my arch nemesis. My passwords are so strong not even I know them. And I put this password in and it's wrong. No, it's wait. Yes, I did put this one in. Okay. It didn't work, but everything is working out in my favor. Okay. Uh-huh. There we go. My fingers are too big for the buttons. Okay. Yes, your password was changed 5 months ago. Everything is working out in my favor. Maybe it's this one. Okay, maybe it's this one. Okay. Maybe it's this one. See, everything's working out in my favor. Just came to me randomly. There we go. Yes, I'm in. Later. Try tonight. Close. Hold on, Gary. I'm gonna pull you up in a minute. Look at that. That is really everything's working out in your favor. That password, I kind of just relaxed and it came to me. I've literally never used that password for nothing, but it popped in my head. Okay. A lot of shit going on here. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? A lot of shit. All right, Gary, you're gonna get the invite. Send email. All right, Gary, you'll be hinners. Don't get frozen out. Still sick, shorty. Hey, Mystic, how are you? I'm good. How are you? Well, Courtney, that is impressive. What technique was it? Like visualization or satire affirmations? I don't even know what she said because I was not looking. I did a mega revision session on 8 people. Felt like crap, but 3 from the past came back within 24 hours. There we go. Like I said, it spins out on a dime. I'm one of your clients. I bought coaching from you in January. I believe we talked about my situation with SP. Trying to think right now. I don't want to bring up anything from your personal thing, but I'm trying to think who it is. Because so many people, their usernames are different. I think I know who it is. I won't say your real name. Even Inked and Gary, sometimes I don't even say their name. Okay, we got it. Gary, I sent you the invite. I don't know if you got it. There we go. I see the G. Oh, there he is. Hold on. Let's pull Gary up, everybody. Gary, it even has the music from the Mummy in the background. Wait. We can't see him yet. Hold on.
How's it going?
Hey. Wait.
You can have Arabic music in the background.
That's what I said. I'm like, this is the music from the movie The Mummy. Like, I just watched it. That's my comfort movie. I watched that the other night. Hold on. There we go. There's Gary. He's lagging, but wait, he's here. From The Mummy.
I can't. It's not there.
I know it's lagging.
I'm in Oman. But
yeah. Where is Oman?
I can't see I can't see the chat. Oman. Where is it? Oman's in Oman.
Oh shit.
Muscat is in Oman. Oman's its own country.
Okay, I was like, I know
it's.
Hey, what's up? I'm like, it comes from. I'm like, I know. I'm like, it sounds like the Middle East because you're what's it called? That's like where the movie The Mummy took place. I think they were in Morocco, and The Mummy was where it got filmed.
No, that was Egypt.
Well, they were.
Cairo.
They were.
Sorry, Luxor.
Yeah. No.
Alexandria. Would have been Alexandria.
Yeah, they were in.
Closest, I think, to the Sphinx.
Yeah, I think they filmed it in Morocco. That's where it was filmed. I think.
Kind of filmed not the Sphinx as well.
Not that part, but like some of the scenes, like a lot of the scenes were in Morocco, if I remember the behind the scenes, but I do know it's in Egypt. Let's see, here we go.
I'm going for the wavy look today. I've changed my hair.
I like it. I saw that earlier, Mike. Here, we could do a poll, guys. Does Gary go frosted tips or stay with blonde?
Well, this is frosted tips, kind of. It's kind of.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I always thought, yeah, because like your hair's growing out now.
It's more like
you're gonna experience
like,
it either way.
If people go on the live that we had last week, and look at, I have my hair back versus now, like, what is it better, the messed up wavy look or the pulled back?
I kind of like this.
I like this.
I like that better.
It's kind of like young man meets old man.
Yeah. What did we say? Late 30s.
I like this. I'm liking this.
Yeah, I like that too. I woke up, I was half asleep. I'm like, oh, that looks good. Oh, okay. Fall back asleep.
Pounded my legs today in the gym, and H isn't even on this one.
Yeah. I don't see.
I just wanted. I sent you a picture of my feet after I destroyed them.
Yeah, Gary's feet are fucking split the fuck open.
Just 16-minute heavy bag Muay Thai workout because I got my grading coming up. So just going for power and speed at the moment in a heavy bag, and just some bow staff work and yeah, handstand push-ups and everything. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It was a really good workout. And then you got a nice picture of my abs.
Yeah, nice fucking deep ab cuts, just like mine. I keep them insulated because it's still winter here. So, what's it called? We were talking about
hot chocolate. I got my shisha.
Oh, see, hot chocolate. I got coffee. So it's hot chocolate, a shisha drink.
It's quite nice. It's about 30 degrees at the moment, and just I've been preparing the flight plan. I've seen the flight plan.
Nice.
I'm going to be flying back to the UK.
Updates on Chicago yet?
Landing at about 6:30 in the morning.
Nice. You going to Chicago yet?
No, not yet. It's on the cards, but
there we go.
But not yet.
Yeah, we got what do you call it? So the other gym story I was gonna say, I sent it to Gary when I was in the gym. I wore my fucking sunglasses throughout the gym the entire time because I thought it looked nice, but people were looking. But did I give a fuck? So H, if you're here, I didn't give a fucking wore sunglasses my entire workout in the dark gym. My eyes hurt after that, but I look cool as fuck. And then I seen another guy put his sunglasses on too. I'm like, what the fuck? And then Gary fucking ripped the fuck out of his feet. Like his toe has like a chunk like this out of it. Like,
you know what's funny? Talking about Neville and me. I think he purchased warts. No, Neville, sorry,
I remember that.
Warts from a
yep.
kid.
Yep.
I had a wart where that toe was split.
Yeah.
There was a wart there, and I was manifesting my warts to disappear, and essentially the wart disappeared because it ripped off in that work.
The wart in half your toe.
That bleeding bit, that bit, apart from the rest of the foot that was bleeding and black.
Yeah.
The wart had ripped off.
Yeah, I woke up. I was like,
kind of partial manifestation.
I thought I was dreaming. I was like, because I was half asleep when I saw your message. I'm like, what the fuck happened to Gary's feet?
I just smashed him.
Let's see.
If you watch the film Kickboxer Vengeance, it's a reboot of Kickboxer with Van Damme, but it's with Alain Moussi. And basically, when he starts training with Van Damme plays a different character in the film. They basically tie him to the bed and start beating his legs, his shins, his legs to basically dampen his nerves.
Yeah,
that's basically what I did.
Yeah.
You didn't see my shins, my shins, man. Like they're in pain.
Gary's got crutches over there on the side that we don't see. We're not going to see him walk away with the hood. I'm good.
But I sent you a video of me pounding the bag.
Yeah.
That was just 10 seconds. That was 10 seconds of a 16-minute workout. It was 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 10 seconds on, doing loads of different roundhouses, body kicks, and then changing legs, and that was 16 minutes. It was just a crazy workout, but
yeah, that's awesome. And see, that's the thing. He didn't care. Like when he does the kickboxing or the bow staff training, he doesn't give a fuck what people think because it makes him happy. I don't give a fuck about wearing my sunglasses in the gym because that's what I like. And I know if SP's here, she's gonna say, "Why were you wearing your sunglasses in the gym?" Because it fucking looks cool. All right, baby. Let's see. So like scripted. Oh, Ink says hi, Gary.
Hey,
Ink. And then she said, "But since you're reading a lot of Neville,
I'll see you tomorrow. If you can get there tomorrow, it'd be nice to see you."
Yeah, I don't think we'll see her, but later on this week we could do another roundtable with her probably. I wrote out. Okay. Uh, Gary is yummy. He could do whatever he wants from Inked.
What's that? What did she say?
She said Gary is yummy. He could do whatever he wants.
Well, she needs to come to the UK then.
Yeah, go to the UK and hang out with Gary. Rocky, what's up, brother? Haven't seen you in a while. Heard from you. I hope you're doing good. Rocky says he likes the slicked back look.
Inked is pretty hot. I'm not gonna lie.
There you go, Ink. There, your sub concept's getting raised up. Gary's getting raised up. We're all in this together.
Mine was up, so
yeah.
Mine was up when I destroyed the back. Well,
yeah.
I destroyed my feet, but destroyed the back
yeah.
at the same time. But I tell you this,
flawless
so
victory.
Yesterday I went to the gym, and I'm like always wondering, is the gym going to be full? Because the heavy bag's right next to the mats where I need the space to do skipping and everything. And yesterday it was like pretty full. I had to wait and wait and wait. I was like, today I was like, no, it's empty. Went in there, it was completely empty. I had the full workout. I had the whole mats to myself, and so that was good for me.
Yeah, no, I gotta.
When you've got the whole gym to yourself, that's when it's amazing.
I like that the one gym I've been going to, nobody ever touches the heavy bag, and I just keep forgetting to put my gloves in the bag. That's what I'm gonna start doing. You're getting me fired up to do that.
Yeah, everyone watches me because no one touches the heavy bag.
Yeah.
And like, I'll tell you something. I've had some of the staff come up to me and go, "Oh, could you like?" Because I'm pretty aggressive in the gym.
Yeah.
Not an aggressive, but I'm in the gym.
Yeah.
I'm assertive aggressive.
Can you not do that to anybody here?
Could you keep? We've had. Can you keep the noise down? I'm like, it's a bag. I said, why have you got a heavy bag here?
Yeah.
I was like, it's going to be an aggressive. If someone's punching a heavy bag, it's going to be aggressive. I said, I don't know what you expect.
Yeah.
I said, have you ever seen a fight before? And the guy just kind of walked away after that.
Yeah. So I thought they were going to tell you, could you please wipe your blood off the bag?
It's still there. It's still there. Honestly, it's still there. Man. Like, where's all the blood gone? Just like,
oh, it's probably you went home. Wait, where did I leave my blood? Oh fuck! I forgot it at the gym.
When you look at it, like when I was looking at my feet, I'm like, that was an achievement. Like, I actually enjoyed looking.
Yeah, there's your trophy.
It's a battle scar.
Yeah.
It's a battle scar.
Yeah, that's like the there we go to Courtney's thing, the cybernetic, the book by Maxwell Maltz. He says about like people who are fighters and stuff, they like to have scars because it raises their self-confidence. But a salesman, it's not, because he's going to be self-conscious because he thinks everything's based on his looks. But to someone like if you're like a hard-working blue-collar guy or something, you got calluses on your hands, you're shaking people's hands, you're proud of that. You're a weightlifter, even like, I mean, the chest hair I don't really like, but I don't notice it anymore. But for a while, it's like, oh, that's a battle scar because I fucking lifted a fuck ton of weight and ripped my pec. But hey, I still lifted the weight.
That's why I have my Bane tattoo.
Like, I do like your Bane tattoo. Yeah.
I love the Bane tattoo. I've got another one here, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
But I love the Bane tattoo. I love the colours. It's amazing. But that's like when it's like you get a tattoo or you get like a painting to mark.
Yeah.
Like a warrior's mark.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my warrior's mark.
Yeah. That's why it's like I've never been a tattoo guy, but if I were to do it, it would probably be the Mystic Wolf, because Inked already has the Mystic Wolf tattooed on her. And then the
we should all get Mystic Wolves. Everyone who joins the round table.
They all gotta get it right here. Then I would have to actually get a tattoo. Let's see. Let me see what we missed. Courtney says it looks great, messy, PC, and don't slick it back. So Courtney likes it like this. And then Courtney says she likes your hair like that. The messy look. Yeah. I like that too. Rocky said slick back. I forgot what Ink said. Oh, she said you could do whatever you want because you're yummy.
She what?
She said you could do whatever you want because you're yummy.
Who said that?
Ink. Yeah.
Wow.
Let's see what else. I'm trying to catch up on the comments. Rocky said, I use a wheelchair and I'm a boxing coach. People give me funny looks. I don't care because I'm that confident and I win more than I lose. And people go from staring to asking questions about my coaching. See, there you go, Rocky. It's like literally, it's like people will they will critique until they start seeing the results, and then they're like, oh shit, like you know that what you're doing is going to work for you. You're successful in what you do, and then other people are going to start. They'll switch from why to how. How did you do that?
Yeah.
I keep toying.
100%.
I keep toying with the idea of a gym membership. I just like working out at home. Either way, Inked, as long as you're doing something and and having movement, like and doing some kind of movement, you're going to get results. So eventually, if you want to go to the gym, I mean, you'll meet good people there. Look at Courtney just signed up and she's made a bunch of friends. Like everybody in the gym is there for a reason, and a lot of us will.
Everyone in the gym is on their own path. They
Yeah.
don't get, like, you know, they look at me, you know, but they're most likely. I've had people come up to me and go, "Are you a boxer? Are you kickboxer?
Yeah.
Or do you compete?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, I'm a kickboxer. I haven't competed in a while, but,
Yeah.
and I get a lot of respect. And you know, they're not looking at you. Generally, they're looking at you because they admire you, not because for the positive, not the negative.
Yeah, yeah.
People want to be doing that.
Yeah.
You don't think someone else wants to go and smash their legs onto a bag and keep up like every. These are the things that people want to do. They want to aspire to that, and when you create that story as well, that's even more. You know, it's tones of reality. You've got, you know, and it boosts your self-concept even more. You know, I'm not doing it for the admiration. I'm doing it for me. If there was no one there,
you're still gonna do it.
I was in Hong Kong. I was in Hong Kong the other day. I was doing calisthenics, and like there's no one there. There was no one in that gym, and I still do the same things. It's not like I'm doing it for attention. I'm doing it for me. If there's no one there, I'll still be the same person as I am when there is loads of people there.
Exactly.
So I'm not doing it for validation. I'm doing it for me.
Exactly. And then that kind of goes to the point too. Like I started doing my comedy videos again the other day. It's like, are they the best? No. But it's like you're getting your footing again. Like I haven't done it in years. So it's like you're getting the footing again. Is it going to be the funniest shit? No. But I had fun making it, and it's part of my process and my creative process. It's not bothering me. And what do you call it? But other people might have something to say, or they're watching it and not saying anything. But it's like at the end of the day, they're watching, wishing they could go have the balls to either do the kickboxing where they destroy their legs, or lift the weights, or make the comedy videos, or put themselves out there, but they don't have the balls to do it, or they're just scared. But you doing it gives them the motivation to do it. So
I would say, you know, for anyone that hasn't been to the gym, or anyone that is it has that social consciousness, you know, just do it once, because the first time's always the hardest, and then you do it once and you do it again, and then like once you've done it, you realize, and then you do it again, and then you do it again, and eventually you just don't give up.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Self-concept is the key. You're right, Rocky. Exactly. It all goes down to self-concept. Like you guys, like I said, you guys have seen me. Didn't have the self-concept and lost what I wanted. And then Courtney says 100% Rocky. Psycho cybernetics. There we go. Got to break it down for me every time. Courtney also says, "Hey Gary."
Well, anyone, if Courtney wants to get on live, or if Inked wants to get on live, you need to send me a picture so I can put your head on the round table with us.
Yeah, so if Courtney,
anyone who joins the round table gets a seat at the table.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start photoshopping other people into it because we're gonna run out of bodies for it, and we just gotta find a way. I'm thinking if we do it like this, because it only gives me the option to split it. So like if we're doing a round table, it's only gonna have me on one side, you on the other. I haven't tried it with 3 people. Maybe we could try it. Otherwise, we'll just do it this ghetto ass way where it's like have me, you, Inked, Courtney, whoever else, that famous YouTuber who I won't name who might be in here. Boom, 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 boom. Put all that there.
You know, there was I don't know if you ever watched The Big Bang Theory.
I've watched parts of it, yeah. I used to watch it a lot.
Sheldon, do you remember what episode where Sheldon basically doesn't leave his room, so he makes a robot and he puts a screen in his face, and that's going to be like us, and there's just going to be loads of screens.
Yeah. And then we'll just get someone with a camera, like sitting in the middle of like in a round table, cut off the middle. They're just like turning from everyone who's talking.
All turning and looking at you.
Yeah. Let's see. And Courtney says, "Hey Gary," and then she said, "Make a Mystic Wolf tramp stamp." Oh, okay, that would be a perfect place for me to get it.
What's that?
She said, "Get a Mystic Wolf tramp stamp."
Is that a euphemism?
Or is
that an actual tattoo?
Oh, okay, yeah. I forgot because there's different terms in like English stuff. So a tramp stamp would be like right here. Like where women will
'cause
get like
in England, a tramp stamp means like you get laid.
Oh, really?
Not a tramp.
Yeah.
It's kind of like. So
Because I know some of the things like you say, like when you say skipping, I think that means like jumping rope, right?
jump rope.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not like, but when you say jump rope, it sounds like a little girl doing jump rope.
Yeah.
So in boxing, we call it skipping.
Yeah. I feel like would they say skipping in here? Rocky, you know more because Rocky's actually a boxing coach. Do they say skipping in the actual professional boxing thing? Like I've gone to fighting gyms, I did kickboxing and boxing, but I don't even remember what he called it. I thought he said jump rope, but I know like in gym class and stuff. So maybe it is skipping here too. My problem is people won't leave me alone at the gym. I'm always nice, but I want to work out. Yeah, see, Ink, that's the problem. You're a good-looking woman, and you go to the gym. Older guys are going to want to talk to you, especially because older guys have no shame in their game. They will fucking. That is highest self-concept.
In my gym, I never. I don't know. I never see, unless the girl knows the guy.
Yeah.
I never really see guys going and hitting on girls.
It's young guys don't. Young guys don't though. It's old guys always. And at least in American gyms, every American gym I've gone to, there's always an old man shooting his shot with the highest self concept.
Because it's just so cliche.
Yeah, they're not there to work out.
When I'm in the gym, everyone's just there to get on with it, and go home. Like,
yeah.
You know, otherwise, you'll be there until the end of time. Like, I just haven't got time for that.
Well,
I've spoken to females, but
yeah, I mean, it's like what's it called? We have to be blessed about these old guys in the gym though, because the old guys in the gym who set up those shots for us to take, because they're all married usually and they can't do anything, but they just like the idea of talking to a female. They'll shut up the young guy for the shot, and that's how me and my SP met too. So that's fine. I'm cool with it. I've seen the guy who introduced us go up to a girl who had like the big ass headphones on, the Beats headphones, and he waved her down, and like while she's on the Stairmaster, he looked up at her and had a whole like 30-minute conversation. I'm like, wow, that is no shame in his game.
That's how me and my SP at the time met. She came and told me off for grunting in the gym.
Really?
2000 gym. Yeah, and then I went and made a complaint against her. And in the end, we hugged each other.
Yeah.
And then and that was it. Just went from there really. But yeah, I remember that.
It's always like, I guess the gym's the best place. If anyone's looking for a new SP, go to the gym.
Yeah, just be careful you don't get done for harassment.
Yeah. Like that story I told you guys about the guy I knew who fucking stood behind a girl and just kept like interrogating her about like, why won't you talk to me anymore? It's like, oh fuck, and I'm deadlifting heavy weights. Like, come on, just keep going until he's done doing his awkward interaction, so I don't get thrown out of the gym with him. Yeah, and I've actually all my self concept and stuff. I've never had that actually happen. I've always been the one to approach.
Yeah,
I think it's because girls are there to work out too.
Just want to get on with the workout.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel a bit funny.
Yeah.
Going up to a girl in a gym.
Yeah, I do too. I've
got nothing wrong with talking to someone.
Yeah.
I got a couple females I was doing the splits, trying to do the Van Damme splits, and I take 2 benches, and basically I got these girls what I do is I get someone to pull them apart.
Yeah.
And gradually pull them apart so that my legs split more and more.
Yeah.
So I got 2 girls to come and do that.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah.
I was like,
they're like, oh, he's flexible.
Exactly.
Let's see.
And I got some great meditation time in Hong Kong. My blood sport meditation.
Oh yeah, in your spot.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I actually tried to meditate this morning and last night, which also led to my oversleeping. So be careful of that. Courtney says, "I'll send an AI photo." LOL. No, you send a good real photo. You don't
send a real photo.
Don't.
It just has to be the head.
Yeah, don't be self-conscious. Be confident. Depends on when you go live. I'll be at Scouts until 9 p.m. my time. 9 p.m. your time is 8 p.m. my time, which is 1 a.m. Gary's time. So it could be possible. I have a great photo with my hair from.
Can you guys hear the music?
Yeah, very clearly. It literally reminds me of the scene in The Mummy. In the first Mummy movie, remember when they go out? I don't know if you remember the movie too well, but in The Mummy, when Brendan Fraser they go out because they need the guy to get the plane, and it's like the old fat drunk English guy.
Oh
Yeah, and he's like,
Winston.
yeah, Winston. Yeah, Winston. I just watched the movie the other night, and like I heard the music. So when you turn that on, I'm like, that's amazing. That's why I'm like, wait, where is Iman? I'm like, it has to be out by Egypt somewhere.
No, it's kind of southeast from Qatar. And then you've got Qatar, Doha, Dubai, then Bahrain, and then it goes. That's the route we'll take back to the UK.
Okay.
But it's
I think we should. I think we need to plan a mystic trip to Dubai. I heard Dubai is really cool, or even Oman. Like I would like this. Like, is it cool there? Like a lot of shit to do, or not much to do?
What's that in Oman?
Yeah, not much.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I wouldn't. There are better. I'd say Dubai if you want to take the Middle East, or Egypt. Sharm el-Sheikh.
Egypt is on my travel list too to see the pyramids and stuff.
But I'm going to be in Greece in June, so you can come to Greece and we can do it from the island.
I'll have my days off lined up by then too. I think I only have 1 or 2 more left, so till May. So we'll go from there. We'll plan a trip. Let's see. Depends on when you go live. I have a great photo of my hair from the back, from the back that looks medieval. I will look cool on one of the round table pictures. There you go. In England, our peace sign is flipping people off. No, the young guys. The young guys for you, Inked. Oh, I will say that too. No, young guys do hit up a lot because my SP used to get hit up by young guys a lot too at the gym, i.e. me. But Gary, is this true? Ink just said this is this to you guys. Is that true?
What's that?
Ink just said that this means this to you guys. Is that true?
They mean 2 different things. That's peace. That
victory.
It's to do with. There was a point in time, I think, in medieval times, where they cut people's fingers off, 2 fingers off, and this is basically reflecting that it's an offensive sign.
Oh, okay.
And that it actually doesn't mean F off. It means something different, but it's still offensive.
Oh, okay.
That's peace.
Yeah. So let's see. So that is true. I found that guys are terrified of girls at the gym. Yeah, they do, especially because like girls will film guys who ain't even doing shit and saying they're staring at them and they go viral. Ink, just believe everyone respects me in the gym. I had an old guy accidentally drop a bottle of water in front of that treadmill and then talk for 20 minutes. He's sweet, not self-conscious. Not self-conscious. I'm a certified hottie. There you go. And Gary, we got to talk FX. What's FX? Oh, that's what you trade. Forex. Yeah.
Who said that?
Courtney. Courtney, because she trades that too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Forex.
You guys are making me want to trade.
Give him my Facebook. So you can message me.
Yeah, I'll give you his Facebook after that. Yeah, I never like.
Don't give everyone my Facebook.
Yeah, everybody. I'm writing Gary's Facebook in the chat.
Inked and Courtney.
Yeah.
Inked for the round table and Courtney for the
Forex. I don't know. Inked, are you still on Facebook? Oh yeah, you are on Facebook. I don't even think I'm.
Have WhatsApp.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't even think I'm friends with Inked on Facebook, or am I? Maybe I am. I don't know. Yeah, I never like because what's it called? Inked is one of the few people who have my phone number. Yeah, I never like to be the one to approach women simply because I don't know. Simply because I don't have to. I prefer to manifest the approach from them. There you go, John. That's exactly what you gotta do. Yeah, the D. I'm a boomer. I hate Facebook. I do have MySpace. MySpace was ending when I was growing up, though. I always forget because I feel like you're like the same age as me, but you probably were around during the MySpace time too, right?
I never really. I used it, but didn't use it. I was in school, so I mean.
Yeah, I was in school too, and it was like
I didn't really need it.
Yeah, I was a little kid and I didn't like it. I was like, this is too much.
I didn't even have Facebook until I was like 19 or 20.
Yeah, I think Facebook I had when I was like in 8th grade only because my friend made me one, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I have one now. We were all learning about.
I don't really have Facebook anymore. I got rid of my account.
Yeah,
I have a different account. Just
your throwaway
profile pictures, anything. I don't do anything with it just so I can communicate with you. But I don't use it for anything. I don't. I don't use it for anything. I'm really trying to distance myself from social media. Yeah,
the one thing I don't have either is like because I have so many people from out of the country. They're like, "Do you have WhatsApp?" I'm like, "No, I'm not getting WhatsApp." Just because of the principle, everyone's like, "Get WhatsApp." No, I'm not. I'm not getting WhatsApp.
It's just after a while, it's just like and as I said in the last week, it's like some people don't forget. Like there's other ways to communicate, and they're contacting me saying, "Are you still alive?" And I'm
Yeah.
like, "No."
Yeah.
It's like, are you telling me you can't just send me a message or freaking call me, or even, like, are you telling me you don't know how to use a telephone?
Yeah.
Because I didn't respond to your WhatsApp. I don't even know what they've messaged me on WhatsApp because I'm not going to see it for another 2 months, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like it's like find another way to contact me if you want.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that you're proving self-concept right there too, that you don't need to talk to anyone and you're happy with yourself. People are finding ways to contact you, even though you're not on anything right now.
It's like the Dark Knight when Batman disappeared for 7 years.
Yeah.
When Bruce Wayne disappeared, so that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I disappeared to the mountains.
Yeah, you are.
Disappeared to Oman.
Yeah, you literally did disappear to another country. And you're doing like you're fighting and stuff in another country, fucking tearing your feet
Came
up.
back with a new hairstyle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Destroyed feet.
Yeah. I'm gonna go out there
I've been
too.
training with Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah. We're gonna go over there and be like, fucking break the ice and fall through it. But you sacrificed your footing.
Exactly. Sheer footing for a killing stroke.
Yeah. Let's see. She says, I don't think you are. Barely got. Oh, yeah. For Facebook. Yeah. You barely get on it anymore. I'll text you my info for Gary. I just got off WhatsApp. Too much spam. Yeah. I mean, I don't know a shit about WhatsApp, so I'm not going to get on it.
It's great. I tell you this.
Is it a social media?
It's great. It is great when you say to someone, even if it's like for me talking to a girl, I don't have WhatsApp. I don't have a phone at the moment.
Yeah.
And they're like, you don't have a phone? I'm like,
you're a mysterious guy.
it makes me look more mysterious.
Yeah.
It's like, if you want to talk to me, better just email me. And then it's actually more appealing because it's like, it doesn't look like I'm trying to, not that it doesn't look like I'm trying to come on to anyone.
Yeah, you're just a person having a conversation. If you want to talk, you could talk. If not, whatever. Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's see. What other notes do I got? I think we covered all my notes, actually. We got to talk. We talked about not being self-conscious in the gym. And I'm still ahead of schedule. I don't have to pick up my meals for another 2 hours, but it takes me an hour to get there. Got 26% battery, so we could go for a little bit longer. Go down to 20% maybe, if we got more to say. It's great for international, but somehow I get a ton of Forex spam. Oh, shit. What's going on over there? The cockfights? Are those cockfights going on over there?
No, birds.
I'm so proud of you. Notes and being on time. Yes, I'm on time. And I'm making notes. And Gary's helping me stay organized with staying on track with good videos. And I think, actually, if I got time today, because like I said, I'm working a double today. So I go into work at 10 p.m. and I don't get out till 4 tomorrow. But I can make videos possibly before then. Save the cockfights for the round table. No, me and Gary are not having a cockfight at the round table.
That would be an interesting trip.
Yeah.
To different countries.
What happened to the screen? You have to go to the OnlyFans for that.
Damn.
International.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow's round table.
Yeah, I am too. It's like I know I'm gonna be dead tired, but
I'm gonna be fucked, mate.
yeah, fuck, you're flying. Yeah.
I'm landing at 6:30 in the morning,
and that's
I gotta get
5 hours.
Yeah.
So 6:30 tomorrow morning is still March 26th for you, right?
It will be March 26th, yeah.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I got kickboxing the next morning with my instructor.
Oh shit.
So
yeah, because I got
busy. I'm doing something in the time at the moment.
Yeah, I'm doing this. I got to do a 16-hour shift and an hour. It'll take me an hour to get to the gym, hit a 1 to 2 hour workout, depending on where my energy is. Come back here, take some more energy drink, and then we'll get on the round table. It will be an eventful birthday.
I do love a good pre-workout.
Yeah, I like C4.
Pre-workout, I mean, caffeine.
Yeah, this is my third cup of coffee already. Because when I started messaging you, that's literally when I woke up. I slept on the couch so I wouldn't sleep as much, but then I started meditating, and I'm like, fuck, you need to go back to sleep because it is going to be a long time without sleep. It will be about almost 30 hours or something probably by the time I go to sleep. And then I work the next day again.
Yeah.
Because it's not even an easy shift I'm doing. It's like, fuck, I volunteered for a shift where I didn't even realize shit was going on. I got to do a bunch of shit to get everybody else ready for the next day. Oh, man. I'm hooked on Celsius. Celsius are good. I feel like women like Celsius a lot. I don't like it because I don't feel like it gets enough energy. I like the C4s, but the C4 on the can feels stronger than the C4 powder.
Oh, I've got I use My Protein. They've got alpha, called something called Alpha.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's the serving is 300 milliliters. Generally, like
Oh,
I used to use Grenade, which is about 180 milligrams of caffeine. But now I use Alpha, which is 300 milligrams of caffeine. But I'll have an espresso in the morning, just kickstarts, and then I'll reduce a little bit of the Alpha because generally I'll have my espresso, and then a couple hours later I hit the gym. I hit the gym fasting.
Yeah.
It makes me lighter. It makes me faster, and my performance is much better. That, and in all fairness, I practice semen retention, so I understand it actually increases my energy.
Yeah, it does actually. It does when you do that.
And I've been doing it for a while now. And I'm sleeping. I need less sleep, and I've got more energy.
Yeah,
seriously,
it is. There's so many benefits to it.
Yeah.
What was the other thing I was to say? Oh, I just thought about this.
Without going into semen retention.
Yeah. What was the? Oh, I thought about this right now too. You're in Oman with that music, and you're a British pilot. You're Winston.
I'm Winston. Yeah. Winston crashes and dies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, 25 years later, spoiler alert.
If you haven't seen Mummy by now,
but you deserve it to be spoiled. I don't know. As a kid, that was like a sad scene. It's like such a likable character. Like, no, how does he? But he wanted to.
But seriously, I'll tell you something. I landed the 747, the jumbo jet, the other day.
Yeah.
In Oman. It's amazing.
That's awesome.
To be able to land a 300-ton aircraft, 400-ton aircraft. It's phenomenal.
And you're like your manifestation of like becoming a pilot too. Like that's like your dream career, and you manifested that.
I got stuff I scripted in 2020.
Yeah.
That I would have a job on the 747. That was my dream aircraft. And a year later, I got that. 2 years later, I got that job. 15 years prior, my first girlfriend, who also came back a few times, she looked at a 747 in the air, British Airways jumbo. She said, "If you ever fly that, then I'll be impressed." I don't talk to her anymore. So,
and then
if
now,
she ever watches this,
be
fucking impressed.
She's a mystic. She's trying to manifest you back. She's one of the mystic manifestors trying to manifest you back. She's like, oh, there he is.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, I mean that was my dream aircraft. So basically I've flown the largest airline in the world, basically.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Aside from the Super Jumbo, the A380, I haven't flown that, but to be able to fly the 747 is iconic.
Yeah.
Next to Concorde.
Then next you'll have AC-130.
AC-130, not a military pilot.
Yeah. Just buy a private one with all the mystic money. when we go international.
when we get 600-700 views.
Yeah. Every live has 700 views. We can now afford to buy an AC-130 to fly from airport to airport.
Like Tristan Tate and Andrew Tate.
Yeah. We'll have the mystic logo everywhere. See, look, this is.
I'm down to do some Forex stuff. Talk about that.
I feel like I should learn it too.
I find that the way I see it is when it comes to manifestation, it's a bit like if anyone follows the DC universe or the Marvel universe. I'm not going to DC and the Dark Knight.
Yeah, same with me.
I find that everyone has a different superpower. Like somehow, what did I say to you?
Yeah.
Fucking, oh my god, I didn't tell you this. So I was in Hong Kong and they played Lord of the Rings 2.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about the scene where it was like, they're taking the Harvest to Isengard. And I was like, and I missed that scene. And then the next day, I went to sleep for like a few hours.
Yeah.
Well, actually 4 or 5 hours before my next flight. I literally woke up, switched on, they played it again. 30 seconds. 30 fucking seconds within turning the TV off, it went, they're taking the Harvest to Isengard. And I was like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Somehow I can manifest TV programs and films just like that. I don't know how I do it. And then I send you and I've proven it because I've sent you. Every time it happens, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is this, man?
Well-
Why is it I can somehow bring up films like nothing? And I think everyone just has a stronger superpower.
Yeah, it's like, well, because it's like everyone could do every single thing, manifest every single thing, but it's like it's like it has improved. Like you manifesting programs and scenes and stuff has improved. And why? Like, look at the coincidence of it improving. You say every time it happens, you're like, I always do this, and it's like another affirmation to strengthen it. And it's like,
and then I said every time I message you,
yeah,
I'm like, I did it again.
yeah,
and it's like blood sports.
and like you're expecting it. Yeah,
Kickbox is on. It's like a Van Damme weekend.
yeah,
Literally, I'm like, look, it's freaking Van Damme weekend.
yeah,
Look, it's just like literally just comes on. It's not, and these are films. These films are not routinely shown. They're like not regular films, and somehow they just freaking appear like the next day when I come back from like Oman or whatever, like all within half a day, like the other day. Like it's crazy. It really is. Some of the stuff is crazy.
Yeah, and it's like what Ink just said. She goes, because you don't care, which is detachment. You're not attached to it. You don't need it to happen. It would just be, wouldn't it be wonderful if, or in a way, it's like, wouldn't it be wonderful if? Just interesting.
I'm not even saying wouldn't it be,
but you just but you're just thinking, like you think it, and then like you're somehow, I feel like you're assuming deep down that you don't even feel like you're assuming, like, yeah, I'm gonna see that scene, but like you don't know when, but you know you'll see the scene again because you've seen the scene in your mind now. It's like, oh yeah, the hobbits are going to. Oh, there it is. Like it happens in 3D when really everything.
Revolutions like the last couple of days here, and the scenes and they literally, I turn the TV on, and it's literally at the scene that I thought about, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Literally, it's just actually I can't. Yeah, some of the stuff, but like I said, like I think when you got guys like you got guys like Green Lantern, and then you've got the Dark Knight, and then you've got who else? Wonder Woman, and everyone, they all have their own uniqueness.
Yeah.
And I think that I think that's the same with manifestation.
Sometimes it says no.
Yeah. We'll talk about it more at the round table because otherwise we're not having any content.
Yeah.
But I do think everyone has something. Like some people can manifest SPs like that.
Yeah, it's easier for them.
With me,
because they don't have resistance.
I'd say my strength is with me is money and career.
Mm-hmm.
That's my strength for me.
Yeah.
And fitness. And I'd say probably the reason why is because that's my focus. My focus is my career, and I'm not saying I'm driven on money, but I do.
Life's easier with it.
I manage. I'm quite hot on money, and I do manage it.
Yeah.
And trading, and I'm in the gym all the time, and it's what you expose yourself to.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a case of if you expose. I'm not saying go and sit around with a dating coach, but if you expose yourself to an environment, you immerse yourself in that, your subconscious takes it in, and naturally, I think that's where the key is. We can talk about it again.
Yeah, we'll talk about it more tomorrow too, so we don't spoil the content. But
we're sitting at the round table.
Yeah.
So we talked about this yesterday.
Yeah, so, you can reference the other video. Like, all right, good.
Write it down. And we can bring it up.
Yeah, well, I'll write it down. Look, I'm actually writing shit down.
Make sure Courtney has to be in the thing tomorrow as well.
Okay, we'll put her in as well.
Well, Courtney at least has to be in the chat.
I don't even know what the fuck piece of paper I found, but it's got some 4-digit code and it says $30. I don't even know why I have that written down. Manifesting money. Hey, here's something. There's another manifesting coach, which I referenced earlier. Tone from Goated. I guess he's running something where it was like what do you call it? Like they're manifesting $2 bills or something, and like his group, it was like the challenge. Because in America, $2 bills are rare. They don't make them as much, or they don't make them at all anymore. I don't know the deal on it, but basically, it's hard to find $2 bills. Well, I thought about it. I'm like, oh, that'd be cool if I did that too. It'd be kind of cool. I'm like, let me join in that little challenge. Well, I thought about it. I forgot about it. 3-4 days later, me and my brother are doing comedy films. We're going through all the props we have. There's a bag. I'm like, what the fuck's in this bag? I dump it out. It's a bag of fake money, and the one bill that slid out by itself instead of with the pile, it was a $2 bill, a fake $2 bill. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why would they even put a fake $2 bill in this thing?
I didn't even know you guys had a $2 bill.
It's rare. It's rare to have it.
You can use it. You can actually pay with it.
You could use it, but it's like almost nobody, like if you have a $2 bill, it's kind of like a tradition, at least from what I've heard or what I've seen. I used to carry one too sometimes. You put it in your wallet and it brings money or whatever. It's like like a superstition type thing.
Nice.
Let's see, because I've never paid for anything with a $2 bill. Pretty much people just save them if they get them, or like you put them in your drawer or in your wallet or something. Let's see. I've been watching TV and YouTube to give me answers. I'll walk into a room, TV will be playing, and characters are talking about the problem I have in real life. It's weird. Well, that's the way where it's like God and the universe are talking to you. If you listen, you'll see a sign on like a billboard, you'll see a TV thing, a YouTube video, whatever. Your reticular, scientifically, your reticular activating system, as Tony Robbins talks about, is looking for the answer and it will find it. Your higher power knows it. My superpower is inner conversation. There you go, Ink. Yeah, I love my visualizations are my favorite. No, I just got a haircut. I'll be on camera. My dad used to put a $2 bill at the strip club. Your dad used a $2 bill at the strip club. That's awesome.
I didn't know that.
Courtney said, my dad used to get $2 bills at the strip club. How do you deal with anxiety around time? Well, that's why I said like manifesting on a time crunch can fucking throw you off sometimes, and it's scary when you do. But when you think about it, I'll tell you from someone on the other side. Time doesn't fucking matter when you make it to the other side. Everything until then, it matters because time is passing and it's scary and you feel like it's not going to happen. Are you wasting time? You're having thoughts, and me and you have our opinions about the time. And it's like, but even like you said about your being a pilot, it took 2 years, but you didn't even notice it was 2 years. You're doing stuff in the meantime, almost like you're schooling and prepping and learning and everything to get you there.
I had another job in between. I was flying in Bahrain, and there was no one was flying. It was 2020.
Yeah.
So there was nothing to fly. So at the time, it was really about surviving.
Yeah.
And this job came up. Literally, I resigned from the job I was in. So I actually got the job during my resignation. I had nothing to go to.
Yeah.
I had no job to go to. I just resigned because I didn't like the job. I didn't like being in Bahrain. And during my resignation, I did a full selection process, applied, and got the job. And literally, it just coincided with me leaving from the previous company. So it really came up. It really came up like out of nowhere.
Yeah, and it's like he wasn't. I don't know. You might have been stressing, but it's like for me when I left the job, I wasn't happy yet, and I got the job right now with every single thing I wanted. I took a leap. Same thing. No faith, no nothing. It was just a leap of faith. It's kind of like, oh, I'm not worried about nothing.
That was a real leap of faith.
Yeah.
I trusted that.
And it's a trust.
I left the job. I was leaving the job. I was like, I don't care. I'd rather keep my sanity.
Yep. That's how I felt.
And during that time, I just trusted, and it just came up.
Yeah. And you have, at the end of the day, you have the ability to decide, are you going to be anxious about it or are you not? Now, I'm not going to say it's easy because it wasn't easy for me. I was anxious. I was having panic attacks and stuff. But the sooner you could catch yourself, it's not trying to resist those feelings. Okay, you have it. You're spiraling. Okay, cool. Let it play out for a second, but I'm not going to stay in this state. If you're going to take me to a negative state and be negative here, cool. But I'm going to pull myself out of it. I'm going to consciously choose. When you're spiraling and you're anxious, you're allowing it to happen. Okay, you're choosing that, but you pull yourself out of that. And I always say it's easier said than done, but it's not impossible to not be anxious about it. It's more or less the more you do the techniques, the more that what you don't have right now feels real, meaning you have it in your mind. So the more you can convince yourself you already have it, like there's stuff that I still want in my life that I don't have, but every time I think about it and I want it, I go to a scene, I start carrying myself or getting lost in that feeling and feeling good like I already have it, and boom, I have it. Manifesting on a time crunch places too much time I need. Yep, exactly. Yeah, like Ink said too, when you're doing it on a time crunch or you're worried about time, you create more anxiety and more fear, and it perpetually keeps you in that state. So the more you focus on time, the more anxious you are.
When it comes to money, I would say, for example, when it comes to anxiety and money, like, let's say trading, to get rid of the resistance or reduce the resistance, I just put money away in a sense where that money is in reserve, and I've just built a reserve and vehicle reserve. So even if the market goes against me, I know there's money there, so I can hold a position to the point where the market can't touch me anymore, unless I do something really stupid, which I won't.
Yeah.
Because I've been trading for a while and I understand the pitfalls. But the the resistance isn't really there anymore because I've got enough money to hold myself, and there's still money in the tank. It's a bit like flying a plane. You've got enough fuel. If you've got enough fuel in reserve, you feel more comfortable.
You don't need to panic.
Beginning to run out of fuel, and then the more you start running out, the more that comes to your awareness, and then you start building that resistance.
Yep.
So the anxiety is driven by the awareness, and the awareness is driven by like the preparation. So when people say when gambling, everything's a gamble.
Yeah.
Being a pilot was a gamble. It cost me a lot of money to train to be a pilot.
Yeah.
People say, oh yeah, trading is just gambling. Yeah, but so was being a pilot, because I didn't know I was going to get a job. Like I spent a lot of freaking money, and I had to pay that money regardless of whether I got a job.
Yeah.
There are guys that are doing it, and I say to people, well, hold on a minute. If you can make money in trading, people do tournaments, poker tournaments, and make money out of that. It's how you manage the money. If you manage the money well, your resistance drops, and you don't have that anxiety will drop with it. So it's the same thing with everything else. You basically have to create a cushion in the back of your mind, the same way as you create a cushion with, say, money as a reserve. You surround yourself with a cushion that gets rid of the anxiety. That's from my experience.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like and then that's another thing goes into your self-concept. If you're confident in who you are, what you believe, and that things are going to play out, you're not going to be anxious, because if you're anxious, it means you don't have confidence in what you're doing. You feel there's too much resistance, and you feel the resistance and that circumstance are greater than you are. And if they are, and you can't kick that belief, then you're fighting a losing battle. You have to know and feel that you have that reserve, that you are that special, that something is going to play out. Because I saw your question, should you manifest a new SP? That's up to you. I'm not telling you what to do. What feels natural to you, what feels believable to you. I'm not going to say manifest someone new or manifest the same person, because I've had that same thing. Do I do someone new, or do I do the same person? I've done both. And the degree you are self-persuaded, as they say, is the degree it will happen. So if you what is your true underlying thing? Like I said at the beginning of this live, what do you really want? Do you want that person, or do you want to feel loved and have a certain thing that comes with that person? Like for me, it was why do we go to the gym? We go to the gym because we want to have a certain result. We want to look a certain way. But when we get those muscles, the muscles aren't the end goal. It's the feeling of accomplishment. Why do we want an SP? Because we want to feel loved and we want to feel validated. You have to give yourself the validation. You have to give yourself the feeling of how you feel. The muscles are a validation. The money's a validation. The SP is a validation. All of it's a validation. But if you validate yourself and are happy and confident in yourself, then you will be fine. Then that removes the anxiety to it. I can handle it.
Back to just what I was saying, the gambling thing. Because obviously, Nick, me and you, we are a bit of a gamblers.
Yeah.
But people say only. I hate that when people say only bet what you can afford to lose. No one, and I mean no one, can afford to lose anything. I've lost 20p and felt shit. I've lost 20 pence. It's because you see it in red, -20.
Yeah.
You take a loss, and it makes you just that 20p.
Yeah.
You're like, it doesn't. No one can afford to lose anything.
Yeah.
It's you need to be prepared, and there's a difference between being prepared and affording to lose money. If you're prepared to lose money, it means you have money set up in case you lose it. Well, I can still pay my bills. I can still do this with the money. So it doesn't matter if I lose that money, because I can still carry on living.
Yeah.
It's preparation, not affordability. It's preparation. Those are two different things. Affordability and preparation is not the same thing.
Yeah.
Because no one can afford to lose anything.
And then that's the thing. That's the thing too. It's like, that mentality too. Like when I will gamble, I do better gambling alone than with other people, because you joke about we're going to lose this, or I'm down. Like you're joking with each other about losing. So losing becomes the expectation. If that's the expectation, then that's what you will experience, because you're assuming it's going to happen. Let's see. Sometimes you don't see movement, but there's always movement. You just have to persist. Yes, Inked. I think spiraling was delaying me. Yes, spiraling does delay. When your self-concept is high enough, you have a choice of SP and other people. I still want my ex-fiance, but I feel like I'm becoming too attached to desperate energy. Yeah, if you're too attached and you're fearing it, that you won't get it, that's going to be something that holds you back. That's going to spiral you out. And you're focusing on, Little Mixer said that, she's focusing on, it's almost like the gambling thing we said. If you're prepared to lose it, or you're expecting to lose it, or you're expecting it's going to be difficult to do, then you are. Remember, you don't need anything you want. You don't need anything you want, so it isn't life-threatening. It's just a bonus if you get it. Yeah, like Ink is saying right there. It's like the thing I used to quote Greg Plitt saying this. He goes, "Your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever you want is not the asset to your life. They're the cherry on top. They're the complement to your life, not an asset to it. You don't need that person to be the person you need to be. It's just nice to have. And when you approach it from there, there's no anxiety or anything on it. It's just something you want. And because you want it, you got it. And because we can manifest anything we want, you will get it. That's the thing. You have to just stay focused on it. There have been, you know how many times I thought about giving up? There were a lot of times where it's like, I'm ready to give up, but then I didn't give up and I persisted. And it's like really you're in a position, a lot of us are in the position of you have no other choice but to go within your mind. And what I've learned is the mind is the only for sure way to the degree that you self-persuade yourself that you will get what you desire. So I think that's a pretty good way because I just dropped down to 18%. So we're getting down to.
Yeah, I got to start getting. I'll give it about 7 minutes, and then I got to go and rest before the flight.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think we'll start like wrapping it up here then, and then you could get a little bit of extra time just to smoke, and then I'm going to get ready. I got to go pick up these meals and get this phone charged. So I gave up.
If you give Courtney my details, if she wants to get in touch.
Yeah, I'll give her your Facebook and stuff like that, and then we'll go from there. And let's see, I gave up and just decided to test the law.
Just let her know it's not my name; it's a different name. It's Gray. Comes up as Gray.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, you just gave out your name.
Well, it's not my name, so
yeah.
But it's not. It's a real account, but it's just not the name.
Yeah, and then here's the last question. I'll take one more, and then we'll get going. She said, "Ink said I gave up and decided to test the law. It came fast, exactly." And then Little Mixer said, "Do you think law of detachment helps?" Yeah, the law of detachment helps because you're not. The point of the detachment means you already have it. Like I'm not concerned. Like where I'm at now, it's like SP stuff doesn't even go through my head. It's like I might have a negative thought here and there because of all the experience that's been associated with it, but I don't dwell on it. I'm able to snap out of it really quick, flip my thoughts. So I'm not attached to that. I'm more attached to the things I want to do, but then there becomes resistance to that. So whenever you have a heavy weight on something, like Ink was saying, it's something you need it. When you need it, there's kind of a subconscious like, oh, if I don't have it and I need it, I'm in trouble. You're not in trouble with nothing. She said, tell Gary I don't spam. Yeah, she doesn't spam messages. So yeah, you're not, just don't throw too much attention on it or anything like that.
Ink's your yummy anyway.
So yeah, there you go. So with that, Ink is yummy, Gary's yummy, we're all yummy. I think it was a very positive, successful Monday live. Small chance I go live with SP later on, depending on my energy levels. I want to try and get some more videos recorded, so there's actually videos this week. I'm going to brainstorm another motivational video with Gary at some point this week. And then we'll be live tomorrow at a round table for the birthday. And then I think that's all we got. So live from Oman with Gary and live from Chicago with me. I love you guys. Round table tomorrow. Be there, be square, or be round. Don't be round. So with that, I love you guys, and we'll see you in the next.